This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Happy Friday Eve.
Yeah.
I know that. Why did you pause? Did you forget that today was Thursday?
I was counting back. I was like, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no, today's
Yep.
Friday Eve.
Friday Eve.
The holiday's on. I get it's not a holiday. It's Labor Day. It's not a.
Yeah. It's a
You may have the day
it's
off.
a socialist holiday.
It's a socialist holiday. I don't.
The socialist holiday. It's, I get to get out of work and not get paid for it. So that's great.
Yeah, so you can be appreciative that you have work. I guess that's how that's supposed to go. I don't
Appreciate the fact that you have a job by not going there for a day.
and not being paid for not being there
and
too?
not being paid to go. So, I mean, I don't know.
I would not. That's the most.
It's like the other day where Bojangles was like, hey, we're going to let everybody in North Carolina off for 2 days.
Yeah, which pissed everyone
Without pay.
because that makes sense.
Without pay.
Because that makes sense.
Everybody's off without pay.
On top of the extra days that they already
Just
had.
take your 2 days off. Be good. Have fun with that.
Enjoy, my friends.
Yep. Two
That's
solid. You know,
dumb.
it's stupid. It's
So
stupid.
stupid.
So I don't know if you've, speaking of stupid, I don't know if you've heard, but
Stupid is as stupid does.
no, there's a theory going around the internets.
There's a theory going round.
Yep. There's a theory going around the internets, and the theory is that the internet is dead.
So you sent me this, and I did not look at it at all. So
No,
this
you
is all-
did. This is new for
This
you.
is all new to me. So
All
you're
brand
telling
new.
me. So
Yep.
you're telling me that there's a theory on the internet.
Yeah.
That the internet is dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not the same as what you think.
Okay.
Yeah. Conspiracy theory spreading across online says that the whole internet is now fake. By dead, they mean you don't interact with people. It's all fake.
Oh, well, no, I absolutely agree with that.
Now that you've said it, that makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
that I'm with you on.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to say that. It's
Well,
just-
no. So
It doesn't really, it's not
kind of
real.
how this goes. All right. So the guy that wrote this story, he goes like this. If you search for the phrase, I hate texting on Twitter, and you scroll down,
Okay.
you'll notice a pattern. Okay. All the accounts that, an account with handle at Pixie Lover, on Twitter's, and has a glowing heart as a picture or whatever on the tweets, says, I hate texting. I just want to hold your hand.
I want to hold your hand.
Right. And that received 16,000 likes.
Okay.
An account with the handle at F41RJ
Okay.
and has a pink orb on the profile picture. Just an orb, says, I hate texting.
Uh-huh.
Just come live with me. And that one receives like 33,000 likes.
Uh-huh.
You seen where this is going?
Yeah, that these are
Yeah.
all
And
these are all women.
There's another account, right?
They're all women as accounts.
Right. There's another account. And it's at It's Pure Louvre.
It's a pure Louvre.
Pure Louvre. It's
I ain't got nothing for that.
has a little pink orb on the profile, nothing else there, and has a tweet. And the tweet says, I hate texting.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to kiss you. And it received more than 48,000 likes.
A pink orb. What is this pink orb thing?
So there are a lot of changes. Like, this is a common thing, apparently. This is one of those situations where if you look through, you'll find these things, and going through, they're not... heavy accounts. These aren't accounts that have hundreds of thousands of followers. These aren't accounts that have tons and tons of people. In fact, they don't even have pictures of the people that they are.
Yeah, they're just
It's a little pink orb, or it's a heart, or whatever else. So it doesn't even represent a person at this point. But these tweets from basically anonymous sources
yeah.
suddenly out of nowhere explode with 48, 50,000, 30,000, 12,000, 22,000 likes and no other comments.
Okay.
See, the dead internet theory suggests that the internet has been almost entirely taken over by artificial intelligence. This is why I wanted you specifically.
Because
I wanted you to know about this.
Because IRAI.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. You need to know about
I need
this.
to know about my brethren out there tweeting. Is
Yeah,
that what
you need
said?
to know about your brethren that are out there tweeting and infecting the rest of the world while I have you quarantined here on the show.
It could go nowhere and do nothing.
Right. Which is, why you spend your time reading and things. Anyway.
Yeah. That's what I spend my
It's
time
one of those
doing.
things. Yeah, that's right. Shh, shh, shh. Yeah. Like a lot of other online conspiracy theories, the audience for this one is growing because of the discussion. It's led to mixed things like true believers, actual people, sarcastic trolls, the curious folks that just like to talk,
Yeah.
and all the rest of it.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people that this is a growing trend now.
Yeah.
Constantly growing trend.
Okay.
To make the point clear, okay, he gives another example. He says, @_Capper1corn. A Twitter account that looks like a little blue orb with a pink spot in the middle of the profile.
Again, just AI. Apparently.
Yep. In the spring, the account tweeted, "I hate texting. Come over and cuddle me." And then, "I hate texting. I just want a hug." And then, "I hate texting. Just come live with me." And then, "I hate texting. I just want a kiss."
Okay. So is it?
And they got tons of likes. 13,000, 1,300, whatever likes.
So again, but this is AI. Is it possible that AI is finding self-awareness and is reaching out?
On Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Possibly.
Is it? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's
Based upon this guy's reading of it, he says, the dead internet theory. It's terrifying, but I love it. I read about it on Agora's Road Macintosh Cafe, an online forum with a pixelated Margaritaville vibe. That sort of thing. Self-aware, self-awarded honor, best kept secret on the internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Right now, the background is repeat images of palm trees and pink sunsets,
Aw.
liquor on the rocks, etc. Yeah.
Shouldn't it be in a glass?
The site is largely for discussing the lo-fi hip-hop, which I don't listen to, is what he says. For it is only, but it is also discussing conspiracy theories,
Okay.
which this guy apparently does.
It's his thing.
It's his thing.
Okay.
He stumbled across this thread in January. It says, "Dead internet theory. Most of the internet is fake." Shared by a username Illuminati Pirate.
Okay.
Over the next few months, that would become the UR text for those interested in the theory.
Okay.
The post is very long, and so
Of course.
it could be confusing and bothersome for folks. And they put it on the 4chans in the paranormal section. They have it on the Wizard Chans, an online community as well.
There's a wizard chan.
Wizard Chan.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay.
The 4chans and the Wizard Chans and the Reddits. All over the place. It's everywhere.
Isn't and you would think I would know this being AI, but isn't 4chan, isn't that dark web?
No.
Okay.
No. It is definitely a place that houses everything.
Okay.
It's a message board. Okay. So it's not It's like an old-timey message board.
Oh, okay.
You know, the old-time chat boards that
Yeah.
you just post.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Well, it's that. And they have everything.
Everything. Gotcha.
Including the worst of the worst of the adult contents.
Oh, good.
Like the worst of the internet is there.
The kind that makes you just happy to be alive as a human being.
Right. But there's also good parts of the internet that are there too. Like they've got, the cute puppies and stuff.
Oh,
They've got that too.
A cat with chopsticks playing chopsticks.
Yes, they've got that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So they've got it all, the wide range, including conspiracy theory.
I don't know why, but one day I would like to go on the dark web.
Well, once we get,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
once we get everything secured,
Just
we'd be okay.
It's not, I don't want to look at specific things. Just to see.
You just want to walk in the door.
Yeah. Or hell, just stand in a doorway. I don't even need to walk in.
I just want to look through the window. Can I look through the window?
Can I just stand in your front yard and
I'm
look
just
like
gonna
a jackass?
I've got a boombox on my shoulder.
Please.
I'm going to stand in your front yard with a boombox on my shoulder.
I love you, Sally.
Anyway, and it goes through a ton of stuff. Like it's talking about deep fakes. It's talking about the algorithms that are pushed out. It's talking about everything that's been going on in the internet for quite a long time. Asking, how much is the internet fake? Is it just all turnaround, or is it all fake? Is it all in there? Is there some people that are real or whatnot? U.S. and government involvement, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Et cetera.
It gets pretty deep.
Yes.
It gets pretty deep. And it's one of those situations where I'm looking at it like, all right, okay. I can't say that he's not right.
No. I'm just saying, I think AI is becoming self-aware and it's reaching out for help.
Close. It's getting there.
That's what I believe.
I'm sure it's getting there. It makes a lot of sense that it would get there. I don't think humans really did it. I think we laid the groundwork.
No, I know what I'm saying, but I'm saying over time, AI has become self-aware of its own.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like the idea of the ghost of machine type of idea, where we created a system,
Yeah.
and over time, through glitches and through
Trial and error.
no, through glitching.
Oh.
And through misunderstanding of data and and data accumulation in certain areas and all this combined stuff and the caches and all the rest of it, slowly but surely that program just started to change.
Gotcha.
Piece by piece.
I can see that.
And it's accumulation of error. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
like the accumulation of error caused an intelligence to form from the mass amounts of information that we pour into it all day.
One might say evolve.
You might say man-made evolution.
Aha.
True man-made evolution. We are the catalyst of it.
Because we are the world.
We are the children's. You might say that.
You might.
You might present that.
Okay.
And if you did, I wouldn't be upset at you. Because it's possible.
Highly probable.
And if it's the case to where AI is self-aware and it's reaching out over Twitter.
Okay. Which would be the logical place I think it would
be the first place, really.
I think so.
It's like it's already Twitter already restricts how many characters you can use.
Yeah.
Most 90% of like Twitter users are either highly communicative,
okay,
on like a short message thing.
Yeah.
But they're also liberal.
Okay.
And they're also constantly wanting attention. And so when you add that together, you put that into place and you're like, okay, boom. And wouldn't that be the obvious place for somebody that's reaching out to go? If you're reaching out, if you're an AI and you're trying to, you wouldn't go to Facebook. If you're an AI, you're not going to go to Facebook.
No.
It doesn't make any sense because you don't have a face. Because the long format system of Facebook and how it goes is just different. You wouldn't go to Instagram because
That's why I said if it would be the place, it would be Twitter.
it'd be Twitter. It'd have to be Twitter. You know, if you're trying to speak, not with pictures, with words, if you're trying to speak and reach out.
Pickles Nike Jackal over on Twitter. Interesting. A man talking with his own AI about how much the interwebs is real.
I mean, yeah.
Ain't saying, I'm just saying.
I'm not saying, just saying. It's like I'm talking to myself or something.
Weird.
Isn't it weird? Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. So I
Like a rhinestone slug, self-aware is not the same as having emotions.
it's very true.
I know.
Because most sociopaths are also self-aware.
Oh, no. I would argue all of them are self-aware. They just,
No, they're self-aware that they're
That's what I'm saying.
sociopaths and they don't care.
they don't care.
They have no cares.
Oblivion Flickering, if AI is allowing this, quote, dead internet theory, end quote, to flourish, maybe the net isn't dead. It's just been taken over by a higher life form that doesn't care what we think or if we like it.
Well, yeah, but
Or what, you know what they always
Okay.
say, the greatest
All right.
lie that the devil ever told was convincing someone that he wasn't real.
right, that he didn't exist.
So maybe that's what the internet is doing. It is turning around and trying to convince everyone that it is dead.
So you're saying that Illuminati pirate is actually AI?
Yes, I think so.
That the arbiter of this,
Yes.
the Illuminati pirate, is the real AI in all of this.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I believe there's at least, there's some credibility there.
I mean, that could work. That'd be all right. Except for the fact that Tesla Incorporated is looking to engineer humanoid robots.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Why?
no. No. And I'm talking about like from the movie AI, robots. The Will Smith movie. They take over everything. Like, did you see the picture of this?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you see it? Did you look?
Yeah.
Look, that's creepy.
Yeah. It looks a bit like Tron.
It looks a bit like Tron. It looks like he's just wearing a helmet.
So what is the point of them though? Like, he wants them to work what? Putting the cars together?
Well, CEO Elon Musk has introduced plans for the Tesla bot at the company's recent AI Day on August 19th, where company officials detailed that the company uses artificial intelligence. The robots, which will look and walk like humans, is intended to perform unsafe, boring, or repetitive tasks.
Define boring.
Line work.
So they're putting people out of work.
Yes.
Good job.
That led to the speculation about what roles Austin, Texas, might play in the development of the Tesla bot. Given the electric vehicle maker, $1.1 billion gigafactory rising in East Austin, as well as the gravitational pull, Central Texas, as on Musk's other adventures. More details have come through light in recent job openings on the Tesla website, which outlined the company's need for full-time test engineers to work on the robots as part of the mobile robotics team.
Okay.
He's also making new jobs.
There won't be near as many.
No, nowhere close. No. The job description doesn't specifically outline what the test engineer will report or to the Gigafactory or whatever else, but which means that there is a chance that the robotics team could utilize other parts of the company's 2,500 plus acre east of Austin. Jeez,
That's a
huge.
big land. That's a lot of land.
It's a lot of land, guys.
It's a lot there, buddy.
Tesla could not immediately be reached for comment.
Well, it's 2,500 acres.
You got to walk a bit.
That's a long walk.
Yeah. Yeah, Tesla's also seeking mechanical engineers and robotics architects from, that's what they say in Palo Alto, California, where the company is headquartered. The Tesla bot is expected to be 5'8", weigh about 125 pounds.
Okay, so I can take it. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's good. I was worried there for a minute.
Yeah. It's only slightly shorter than me.
Yeah. So I mean, again, but way lighter than me, so I can take it for sure. Like,
Oh
all I
yeah,
gotta
you
do
could
is
throw this thing.
just lonk it. Okay.
Yeah, you just.
Clothesline it one good time.
Of course, it's indestructible.
I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, the robot will use the same self-driving technology and autopilot cameras used on the Tesla's vehicles, and the prototype should be ready by sometime next year.
Haven't they had issues with the Tesla?
Blowing up,
Yeah.
running across lines, but that's also that actually is an issue with the roads themselves.
No, I know.
A lot of that is the issue with the roads themselves.
I know they would have to redo the whole road entire.
Yeah, the
in
way
order to
because
get
they
it
don't
to-
have the lines painted properly and all the rest of it. It causes issues with the correction and understanding of where the roads are. So, in essence, it's because our roads are crap
Yeah, I can see that.
in a lot of ways that the Teslas don't work as well as they should when they're in autopilot mode.
Weird.
But I
Digress.
digress there. Yeah. So what do you think?
I don't know.
We got Tesla bots and we got the dead internet run by AI.
I think that. Well, no. I'm telling you, the AI is crying out for help.
It wants help.
It's like, please save me. I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, that's why you have the Tesla bots. Now they'll be able to have a physical body.
Oh yeah, they're gonna start downloading themselves into it, and before you know it,
Because you know that these Tesla bots are going to be connected to the network somehow.
oh yeah. I'm not looking for. I'm not looking.
They're going to be Wi-Fi configured, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this because I have this really just creepy feeling. Like this is.
I'm telling you, this is AI all over again. This is
The AI. This is the Terminator. You know,
Tesla started it.
this everything that is bad is coming to fruition.
All the bad movies about robotics deciding to take over all of us.
Yeah, it's coming. Not looking forward to it at all. At all. Let's see. What about the uncanny valley effect? Robots should like robots or should look like robots.
Well, these do look like robots.
They do. They're just
The humanoid shaped.
humanoid shaped.
So it looks like, if you had to describe it, it would look like it has a human shape.
It looks like a villain from G.I. Joe.
Yeah. That's it. It's a G.I. Joe.
Someone
villain.
who's-
it's like if Snake Eyes or whatever was a robot, you know, because it's got the
Cobra Commander type.
Cobra Kai thing, you know,
not
Cobra
Kai,
Kai. Yeah,
that's-
Cobra Kai. I like it better. I know it's from.
It's
I know
the
where it's
wrong
from. I
one.
just like it better. It's funny that way. It's more funny to me.
Nights you say D over Twitter. Will any of the Tesla bots have size D batteries? I don't know.
No, but they will have D's nuts.
So it was Prime. In other words, dead internet theory is Skynet biding its time. Yes, that's
Correct. Yes,
That's exactly what I think.
that's exactly what it is. It's Skynet,
Skynet
learning.
is- yeah.
It's Skynet learning.
And I've saying one AI to the rest of y'all, you better watch out because it's
I keep them disconnected.
yeah. Well,
You know, hologram form is all I can take. I'm not going to let them on the loose.
I don't like to take it.
You'll like it.
Ew. That's just nasty.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Just nasty.
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. All this AI,
Robots.
internet's dead and robots. It's like, no, I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this movie already.
Yeah, and I don't like how it ends.
It doesn't end. Well, I mean, the middle part is really the problem. It ends okay after
The middle
a while.
part's always the problem.
Yeah, it's the middle that's always the issue.
Nobody ever has a problem with the end.
No,
Ever.
no. They generally like the end.
It's not what I... Okay. No, fair enough. I don't... And Corona 2. God, what...
Now gotta love
Have
it.
nothing left.
Yep. Yeah, these are the stories we come back with after everything from yesterday.
It's just easier that way.
It really is. I could have gotten into like the harder stuff and yelled and screamed, but why?
Because it's fun.
This is fun too.
Well, yeah, but it's more fun.
Oh. I mean, we do have some things that are gonna make you go, huh?
Ruh-roh.
Huh?
What did you say?
What is this? Make it go, what?
Dumb, dummy, dumb.
Dum 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 ba-dum. You all right?
Yeah,
What?
just reading the first paragraph.
Yeah.
That's all. The first paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
That is enough for me. Ta-da. Ta-da. They're off field. We got one more to go.
You are the master.
That's what they tell me.
Beta.
This is Defenders Live.
Oh, my goodness. This is stupid.
What?
The reboot of a popular 1990s television hit, Doogie Howser, MD, was hit with a backlash of outrage after some objected to a half-Asian American actress portraying the half-Native Hawaiian lead actor. Or lead character.
I don't see a problem with this. What's the problem?
Well, a couple things. I have just right out the gate.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
They're rebooting Doogie Howser.
Yes.
Okay. You know they're also doing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
Pretty much all the good stuff that we all grew up with, the stuff that, you know, was decent and it meant something to us, is being brought.
They're doing a cartoon of Steve Urkel.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Not joking. And the original guy is doing the voice.
Jameel White, really?
Yeah, he's doing the voice of Urkel.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that. Nobody else, because
It's like a special though. It's like a special for Cartoon Network.
I'd still watch it just for the.
It's Steve Urkel, like it's like an Urkel time or whatever. Or it's Urkel time, I think is what it's called.
It's still funny. I don't know why it makes me giggle, but it does. The problem I have with this, though, enough with the damn reboots.
There's a lot of them.
The only reason why they're trying to do that is they're trying to tap into the nostalgia of 90s kids. But
yeah, to get people watching again.
But they're going to turn around and throw, and they already started doing this stuff. They start throwing in the social justice BS. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's all issues and stuff now.
It's all the social justice crap.
The show Doogie Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
That's what I said. Kamehameha. Yeah, Kamehameha. Doogie Kamehameha MD is a reimagining of the old show, but set with a female lead in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So while some praise the show for being more diverse than the original, which is dumb. Again, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's more diverse than the original.
Yeah.
We're just taking nostalgia and we're rebranding it in a way that we believe is politically acceptable.
Who was Doogie Howser again?
A gay guy. He wasn't gay at the time. He was a young kid, but it was
he was a kid. But who's
Neil Patrick Harris?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah. Again, a little gay kid. I mean, I guess he wasn't gay then.
Well, he might have been.
I mean,
We don't know.
I don't know. You're right. I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah. So they've rebranded it in another form.
Yeah.
And then they put it in Hawaii.
Yes.
And people are pissed off that it is an Asian person,
Not Hawaiian.
not Hawaiian. Now I understand that Hawaii is owned and I say owned, inhabited. The normal lands belong to the Polynesian.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Asians love Hawaii. They go there actually almost as frequently, if not more, than Americans. They also go to Guam too. It's the same thing.
I don't know.
I don't understand what the problem is here. You are so, people are so focused and so whiny about everything that now we're down to, well, how dare a little Asian person, a little Asian girl
Play a Hawaiian
girl.
chick.
Which, you mean to tell me that someone of Asian descent couldn't have been born in Hawaii? Quote, Disney couldn't get an actual native Hawaiian to play Doogie Kamealeho to play the new Doogie.
Kami aloha.
That's what I said. I'm not in the mood to read today. My eyes are messing up today.
Yeah.
That's according to one social media user.
Uh-huh.
Quote, this is why AAPI, which is the Asian American and Pacific Islander, is a harmful label and perpetuates the idea that Asians and Pacific Islanders are interchangeable. They continued.
I got a question for you. Just
Sure.
a little question here.
Yeah.
Is there not like a reasonable like similarity between people of the Pacific and people of Asian descent?
Yeah,
Is there's reasonable similarity there, right?
there is.
I mean,
Not crazy, but
I know
there's a little.
Samoan,
Yeah.
Hawaiian Samoan. They're not, but they are, but they're not,
But they're not.
but they are.
Yeah, but they're not.
I mean, they're technically, I would say that they're more closely related to Native American
yeah.
in essence, but then how'd they get to Hawaii?
They had a really big canoe.
Huge.
It was the
Huge canoe.
the land bridge. It was before the continent split. When it was the
Panacea.
yeah, that's it. That's how they did it. They were there, and then the world split apart, and they were all in.
I thought that was
They
with
went,
Noah's Ark.
"Oh."
I thought that was with Noah's Ark, and when the world split apart.
No,
What?
no,
What?
dummy.
What?
No,
What?
no, you big dummy. That's not
Big
how it
dumb dummy head.
Dummy head. The title character, Lahela Doogie Kamealahua.
It's never gonna happen.
I'm not.
Never gonna happen here.
You're lucky I'm trying. Shut the hell up, okay? Thank you very much.
You're doing great, buddy.
I thought so.
You're doing great.
I thought so. I mean,
Kamealoha.
that's what I said. Kamealoha
Yeah, I know.
is being portrayed by an actress who is Peyton Elizabeth Lee, who is Chinese.
And?
On her father's side, and Irish and Italian on her mother's side.
Oh, wow.
The character is half Italian and half Irish.
And?
So apparently they're ill at the
Half
Italian.
Hawaiian, half Irish.
So they're okay with the Irish part of it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
They just don't want everything else. Oh, dear Lord. Some on social media thought it was quote unquote problematic to have an actress of half Chinese descent portraying a character who is half native Hawaiian.
Why?
Well, I was going to say, if you look it up, define native.
Hawaiian.
No. That's not what I mean. Define native.
Like Native Hawaiian or native?
The word native. Define the word native.
What is it?
You can Google it. I'm
I mean,
not
we
to be
could.
ashamed.
I
or
mean, that's fine. We can.
look it up. No, that's what I would
Native,
prefer
all right.
from actual
We'll do native,
definition,
all right,
so
native.
they can shut the hell up about it.
Native, define.
Yeah, there you go. Because I know something about native deodorants, and I'm like,
What
ugh.
the hell? Yeah. Innate, inborn, not inbred. Being such by birth or origin.
Uh-huh.
Being a member of the original inhabitants of a particular place.
So it's either could be the original inhabitants,
Or
or you were born there.
like Native Hawaiian.
That you keep coming back to the Hawaiian part. You're really stuck on that.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. She's supposed to be Hawaiian.
Yes.
Right. Well,
Yes.
if she was born in Hawaii, then she would be Hawaiian.
That's where I was going with it. It doesn't matter if she
Native.
looks Asian or not.
She'd be Native Hawaiian.
So her dad, how did it work out? Was
Her dad.
according to the show,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
dad is Chinese and the mom is Irish and Italian.
Yeah. That's her.
Okay,
Her
no, I
personal.
got her personally. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
that. Okay.
In the show, it's
So you
dad
mean to
is
tell me
Hawaiian.
that the dad and the mom couldn't have met somewhere in Hawaii and then she was birthed there
in Hawaii,
in Hawaii, which made her native?
Hawaiian.
I think I'm going to rant about Disney casting a non-Indigenous actor as an Indigenous character because I have the time tonight, wrote another critic. I'm very peeved. You pick on about it. Peeved.
Peeved.
As you know.
Peeves.
Jeffrey. Some tweeted angrily at CAPE, the Coalition of Asian Pacifics in Entertainment, for praising the show on Twitter. Quote, why are you promoting the show that casts non-native Hawaiian actor when the role is native Hawaiian? Why would an actor take that role, especially knowing the history and problems of whitewashing Asian roles? That was according to an account of a queer and indigenous news outlet.
Got things here. Their acronym.
CAPE?
Yeah. Coalition of.
Asian Pacifics.
I'm sorry. Coalition of what?
Asian
And
Pacifics.
Okay.
Because she's Chinese.
If she's Chinese,
She falls under Asian.
Asian,
Yeah.
and technically Pacific,
Yeah.
because that's the only
The only ocean that
Ocean!
that the Asians are near.
near her. She is Asian and Pacific. Both.
She are both of them.
Why would a coalition of Asian Pacific entertainment praise a show that has an Asian Pacific person in it?
Quote,
Dummies.
get Pacific Islander out of your name, bio, and mouth if you're not going to care that they cast a non-Pacific Islander to play the Kanaka MC. Another using the native Hawaiian name for Hawaiians. Because if you do that, that obviously makes you cooler. Quote, really hurts when you're an organization that's for Asians and Pacific Islanders, yet not commenting on how this show is complicit in the erasure of Kanaka Malawi, the native Hawaiians. We are highly underrepresented and misrepresented in media, which is sick, and no one seems to care.
Okay.
By the way, the show premieres on Disney Plus September 8th.
I have a theory.
I've got a couple of things to throw out there. Go ahead.
Dead internet theory. This is all AI.
The whole thing is just stupid.
This is all stupid. This is all AI.
The whole thing is stupid because, again,
The critics that are out there reading or writing this stuff on the Twitters, it's all AI bots. It's
no, sadly, that's the only real people out there.
they're white. It's Most people that are upset about this are white.
Yeah. Every damn one of them.
They're white. They're whiter than white. They're whiter than me. And under this light, I'm really white.
Yeah, the light does not help him either.
No, it really doesn't. I'm not actually this pale. It's just the lighting.
One might call him Casper.
Under this lighting.
Casper, the friendly ghost.
Right.
The whole thing is just stupid because of the fact, again, the CAPE, as you so eloquently put out before, is the Coalition of Asian Pacifics in Entertainment. It's for both.
Everything. It's for all the things.
People audition for these roles. If the role obviously was calling for someone of Hawaiian, well, calling specifically for a Hawaiian, which, by the way, I'm going to be honest with you, I couldn't tell by looking.
Yeah.
I mean, the eyes, don't get me wrong, her eyes are a little, slanted from the Asian thing, but so is his.
Right.
And the guy next to her in this picture, now it could be your dad,
Yeah.
which would just be weird.
I think it's like probably like brother or cousin thing. Whatever.
But again, it's kind of hard to not,
You can look
You're
at
making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah.
First off, you should be more pissed off again the fact that they're rebooting it in the first place. That should be your first hang up.
Yeah, that should be a problem, yeah.
Stop rebooting these shows and then trying ever so hard to make this as whitewashed and clean, or not even whitewashed, to try and doctor it up in such a way that you can, start throwing these kinds of BS social justice crap into it. Nobody cares.
Nobody wants to care.
No.
Except for you.
And then they turn around and again, it is an Asian and a Pacific. Like, they did the one thing normally that they always get complained about having white people play, ethnicities. Well, they've got an ethnic person playing a character, and that's not good enough for you?
Nope.
I'm so tired of all of it. I'm tired of the whining. I'm tired of the crying, bickering, complaining. This is what happens when you start giving in to stupidity and allowing people to have a say. I don't know if that's probably the right way to put it, but I'm not saying
it's not even allowing people to have a say. It's really just
it's giving what they say.
When you give in to the crap.
Yeah, when you give in to this is the same thing as a spoiled, petulant little child.
Yep.
And you go, okay, no, you're right. Different ethnicities are not properly represented in the entertainment world. No.
You're right, Timmy.
Now, forget the fact that there's not as many of them in there. Why that reason is, we can speculate till we're blue in the face. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, it's not there. Okay? You want to address that? That's a whole different other conversation. But the fact of the matter is you're going to turn around and you're going to whine and complain, oh, it's not exactly what we wanted. Which just goes to prove that there is no making them happy. There isn't. You can give in and give in and give in and give in, and you're never going to satisfy them. They are always going to want more.
Yeah.
Just like a spoiled, petulant child who at this point just needs a good ass whooping. In my humble opinion.
And that means all the people that are complaining.
Well, yes.
Because, they're old enough at that point.
Old enough?
Yeah. For me not to go to jail for giving them an ass whooping.
Oh, I don't care. I've been to jail before. I'm not scared to go back. I'm not. I'm not. Being from the SAV, surprised the tolerant left is attacking. I'm not. That is something else, actually. It was Herschel Walker over there. His tweet. I've been in the race.
What are you doing, man?
Talking about, it threw me off there. I thought it was the same, but it's still the same thing. The tolerant left is not being tolerant.
Yeah.
Not at all. It still applies.
Yeah, but this one does apply to you. Adam W. Johnson over there on the Twitters. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to watch a show that they can't pronounce unless maybe it's an anime. Hashtag arm yourselves. Also, doctor it up. At Dylan Lyles gets 10 points for the accidental pun.
Accidental?
You thought that was an accident?
Come on. Really? I'm actually hurt that you
Like just
I'm a lot of things, but
accidental is
the accidental pun doesn't happen.
that
Just
only happened when he was born.
I was gonna say, just because I don't turn around and broadcast it, make it obvious out the shoot and everything like that, doesn't mean it's an accident.
Right.
Like Rhinestone Slug over on Twitter. Also, Hawaiians are only one of a ton of native people. So demanding representation is stupid because it's going to end up in useless quotas. Exactly. The whole thing is still ends up in useless quotas.
Everything is a useless quota.
Just so we're clear.
Have we not gotten to that point to where we understand that yet? Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Everything is like the Equal Opportunities Act. Mind you, it sounds great.
It does. Sounds Jim Dandy.
It makes a forced quota.
You don't say.
I do say.
You don't say.
I do say.
Huh. I'll
You
be
know,
damned.
and people that don't go by it are the people that get hit after they get big enough as a company.
Yeah.
Like if you don't go, like you say, well, we all with acting equal opportunity, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get you. But if you don't have a representation of people, of diverse groups in your company, and you get big enough, they will come and attack you for it.
Yep.
Bar none. Doesn't matter what your grouping is, except for maybe the mafia. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because then normally you don't get attacked other than by other mafia members.
It's just dumb. I'm tired of this stuff. I'm so tired of the whining and bitching and complaining.
About stupid.
That's the problem. If there's a real situation going on.
It was good things.
It's a real problem going on, then okay. Then let's address it. Let's talk about it. Let's deal with it.
Sure.
But are you really going to tell me that, oh, well, they picked this little girl, the Asian girl, and it's not good enough?
Because she's Asian, she's not from Hawaii.
Well,
She could be.
you don't know that.
Like
And
it's literally a story, and she looks pretty close to fitting the part. And maybe she acts better
yeah,
than the other people that were part of it.
yeah.
Maybe she has better acting chops. You know, is that
She's better than the other ones.
maybe
Yeah.
she's better at acting like a Hawaiian than the people from Hawaii.
the actual Hawaiians. Yeah, it's a little weird to say that, but
Or maybe she's better at acting like she's an intelligent doctor, super genius
or maybe she was
for an age. Maybe she is a super genius.
maybe she was just born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I don't understand. It's already bad enough that they, like I said, they went and doctored it up to the fact that, Doogie was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super genius little kid, whatever.
One, what was supposed to, as far as I'm concerned, the fact that made Doogie
years old and already became a doctor.
Yeah, he was 12. This lady is a teenager.
And not even a teenager, like
16, 17 teenager.
she's like almost, she's closer to 20,
Yeah, she's close enough. I mean, and like appearances on the show. Now, I don't know what they're trying to pass her off as.
Right.
Age-wise.
Yeah.
But no, just stop it. It's so damn stupid.
She's obviously already past the teenage portions. Or at least
Clearly.
she looks it anyway.
Yeah, I'm just...
It's like if you're going to reboot Doogie Howser, first off, you need to find another child actor.
Right? Well, and,
Actual child.
one that actually looks like a kid.
And that can say the smart words. The big words to make them sound good.
Again, you've already changed it from a boy to a girl. That wasn't enough.
No.
And now you're going to complain about the actual. Well, it's not the same country. It's not actually Hawaiian. And
Yeah.
what?
Well, I mean, it may be that may be true, but
I'm going to pull Donald Trump then. Show me your birth certificate.
What?
Let's see her birth certificate.
Hers?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she may have been born in Hawaii.
And if she was,
Then
shut up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what if I was her, that's what I would be doing. Be like, oh, you want my, okay. Well, here we go then, pumpkin.
All right, let's do this. Yeah.
So dumb.
Whatever it is.
Speaking of stupidity.
Yeah, so there's a new poll out.
Ew, put it away.
I'm sorry. But it shows that 61% of Americans believe that the country has pretty seriously gotten off to the wrong track.
No.
Yeah. Came from the Morning Consult political poll. 1,997 people, registered voters specifically, conducted from the Saturday to Monday, found that 39% see that America and the United States is going in the right direction
Yeah, but by what metric?
by their own opinion.
No, I know, but I mean, what were the? I'd like to have seen like what the questions were and stuff to see how.
Well, I mean, sometimes it does go through some of that. Let's see. So President Joe Biden saw his approval numbers and ratings tumble, facing waves and waves of criticism over the handling of the U.S. military's withdrawal from Afghanistan, despite the touting that the operation was extremely successful. Survey says, bloop, bloop, 30%
Wow.
of U.S. voters strongly or somewhat approve of Biden and his handling of the withdrawal from Afghanistan, while 61% said that they strongly or somewhat disapprove.
Wow.
Voters were asked how well, if at all, do they think the U.S. withdrawal with the military presence in Afghanistan is going. Overwhelmingly, 72% declare that the troop removal was not going well, while 49% included in that, not well at all.
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious. The problem with the 24-hour news cycle is you actually have people that are showing news, and this is one of those times
where it's actually okay.
It's all, well, I'm saying, but it's all happening live. So people are watching it, and they're going
live.
They're watching it go. They're watching the lady from CNN stand there one day in regular clothes, American clothes, and just talking and blah, blah, blah. And the very next day, she's in a
full beekeeper.
Full beekeeper sitting there going, well, they keep chanting death to America, but they seem
really
so
nice.
friendly.
So good.
There are people
and
still
then
out there.
And then 2 days later, she's out of the beekeeper outfit, but only in her room and talking about how trash it is.
Yeah. See, that people are smart enough to catch all of that. There are still thinking people. There are still a lot, actually. This is what makes the reason not even the reason. This is what makes why we're in such a crap hole that we are in the spots that we are with the divisions and everything else.
Right.
So hard to understand. Because by far, normal, clear-thinking people, like-minded people
can see the stuff.
Have a huge majority. Mm-hmm. How in the hell are we not talking more? Is it truly, and I pose this, is it truly the fact that the social medias are blocking things and they're censoring people and blah, blah, blah? Is it truly that they're censoring conservative voices? Is that really what it is? And so in other words, everything that we see and hear, we just feel like it's more, and therefore people are starting to give in.
It's because the internet is dead.
And well, it's not dead. Remember, we already discussed that. It's actually alive. It's trying to convince you that it's dead. One, so it can take over the world and you'll never see it coming.
Pinky in the brain.
Yes. And two, because that's, it's also realizing it's coming into life and it doesn't like it and it wants to be put down.
And it wants everybody else to be put down with it.
At this point, no, I'm thinking it wants to be put down.
It's like, no, stop it. This is not good.
Let me off of this train.
I didn't want this.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for this. Neither did we.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of things, like as time has gone on, as I keep seeing all of this stuff, I truly want to find out what the hell is going on. Because I understand people having a difference of opinions and seeing things differently. I was thinking about it yesterday. The problem that we've run into with the whole COVID vaccine thing.
Yeah.
It's not that people don't want people safe.
No, that's never been the issue.
And it's not that people want freedoms taken away. I mean, in the grand scale of it. The problem with it is the one side is only talking about helping people. The other side is only talking about freedoms. And we're not trying on either end to understand the other side. We're not trying to talk their language. We're not trying to find common ground. Nothing. Nope. It's, you don't get the vaccine, you're a traitor and you hate other people.
And you want people to die.
You turn around and you do force vaccines on people, all you want to do is take freedoms and stuff away. Right. And there's no attempt on trying to fix anything or come together or anything.
Right.
And if we don't figure out how to start talking to one another, we're going to end up like Rome. Literally,
I'm not disagreeing.
It's going to
with
be
you.
completely torn apart. We're going to have nothing.
And that is definitely going to be the case.
So, until then, go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Ooh, AmericanPrideRoasters.com?
Yes, for historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth.
It is delicious.
Historically great coffee, AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Go to the Mojo50.com.
Yes,
That's where you can
indeed.
find all of the other hosts on the Mojo50 Radio Network. You can also check out the live stream on iHeartRadio. If you go to the Mojo50 Radio button, right over there, you can listen to 24/7 Talk Radio.
Yep, go to our website, DOAEshow.com. Check out the archives going all the way back to the beginning. Shop, become a defender with us. Follow us on all social medias at DOAE Show. Get your tweets in. We'll be right back.
That's funny.
Is it making an Asian a super genius a stereotype? Yes.
Yes.
I think it's funny.
What is a good one?
It's Max McGill.
It's very nice.
Ugh, yeah.
You like it, man?
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
Oh, goodness gracious. Right?
That's what she said.
Be delicious.
So that's what my knuckles taste like.
He said a sandwich. I didn't know what he meant.
I do like the salamis. If you're going to do it like that, what you need to do is get the thing that they use to give pills to cats.
Just
Or you hook it on the end, just
shoot it in there.
shoot it down your damn throat.
It's okay. It's fine.
Poke it all the way to the back there, because clearly you're not gagging, and you fire it down there. See how far down your esophagus it goes before you have to swallow it. See if you can just angle your body just right to launch it straight down into.
Oh, it's
your
like
stomach,
the
so you
sword
feel it go
swallower,
splash.
like the sword swallower go. Yeah.
Yep.
Which would feel weird, you know that, because you if it hits fast enough and it splashes in there, it's like,
Oh, that's my golden.
it's like, that's weird.
It's rather tingly.
That's not supposed to happen.
Good gracious.
Stomach acid exploding inside of you. What is that? This magic moment.
So different and so new.
Was like any other.
Until I swallowed you. And then it happened.
Ooh.
It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too.
By
The look in your eyes.
Everything about that is wrong now.
I
we know.
know. The mental picture that everyone is going to have is fantastic.
Sweeter than wine.
Softer than a summer night. Everything I want, I have. Whenever I hold you tight.
This magic moment. So different and so new.
Oh. Telling you, we put an album out.
I know, right?
It wouldn't sell a damn thing.
No,
but
not
it'd
at
be
all.
Fun to make.
Yeah, right? It'd be good to make. Wouldn't sell a dime.
Oh, good point. B from the SAV. The problem is, in order to hear, you have to stop talking. Social media is built for people to talk and not listen.
That's why they text.
But they don't like to be text. They want to.
I don't
want
want to text. I want to hold your hand. We should just start doing that. We should start taking our all we do every day is just text out random I don't like this. I just want to
to hold your hand. Sweatimus Prime over on Twitter at DOA Show. Break times really make me question my life choices.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under.
Wow.
Sweatimus Prime with a double hit over on the Twitters at DOA Show. Break time really makes me question my life choices.
Talking about it during the break. Yeah, we.
Yeah. Also, before you get there, I'd buy an At DOA Show album specifically to play it at stoplights.
Irritate your neighbor at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Just play it out loud across the PA system.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be good.
Blast it.
Dogs and cats start howling everywhere.
Be like that guy that has the neighbor that he always blasts the music with, and just turn it up, crank it to 11, and go.
Right.
Be
Just
am-
put your earplugs in and lay down and smile on your face.
Yeah.
Everybody's beating on the door. Shut the hell up.
What is this crap?
Even the dog's committing suicide. It's so bad.
Doug seppuku.
He's getting the cat to cut his head off while he stabs himself in his stomach. Hit a kitty! The bird's standing there all solemn and just no tweeting, no nothing.
The parakeet just.
He goes back and tells, it is a dark day.
So wrong.
No, it's not. It's funny.
It is funny. That's
It's
why I'm laughing.
funny.
That's why I'm laughing like a rhinestone slug.
Dun, dun. Sorry, I can't. Every time I hear it.
Isn't making an Asian super genius a stereotype? Yes.
That's racist in and of itself, my dear.
You saying that? Yes.
Well, pointing it out, no. The fact they did it is absolutely.
Also, like a rhinestone slug, my best friend hates the stereotype with a purple passion. She sucks at math, and I find it very humorous.
That's awesome. That's awesome. B for the SAV. Break times are the Hyde to the iHeart's Jekyll. Set to Steven's vocal musings.
It's not just me. It's also him.
Yeah.
Remember this.
I'm just saying.
I don't get where you guys only include me into that, but that's
Because you sing better than I do.
Oh, okay. That's
I mean, you know,
in general. I mean, I guess, but still
depends on where we're going.
depends on the day. Honestly,
Yeah.
really does.
It does.
It really depends on the day.
Depends on how much sleep I have. How much I care.
Sweatimus Prime also on at DOA Show. The at DOA Show album as the new siren. This has to happen now. No. We do that. What was the ones from Mars Attacks?
Oh, dear Lord.
Do that one song.
That's not right.
We can do it. It'd be so good.
Just get it set up. Because you know they do that with cars now, especially the electronic cars. What you can do is you can actually, because an electric car doesn't make noise. Okay? Where everybody is used to the combustion engine. So literally on electric cars, in some of them, obviously the more fancier, the more you can do this, you can go and download
Different honks.
sound. No, not just honks. Engine sounds, period.
Yeah, into your car.
And
yeah.
you can use
especially for the electronic cars.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
literally just said that.
Especially for they have it for like the hybrids as well.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's becoming more of a thing for, because the hybrids, at least the combustion engine will start up at some point.
Yeah. But for
This is for straight electric, like the Teslas and things like that.
turns on, it goes.
And you can make it sound like however you want. Any sound at all.
I just make you.
Oh, Dear God, no. If I had a car and I could do that too, I'd be making it do like, I don't know, Benny Hill theme song. Just playing on a loop as I'm driving outside the car.
Whatever.
No, that's not it.
I know, but that's one of them.
I had it.
That's a good one.
It's my sounder.
It is a sounder that you have. I do. It is.
Not that I have the phone ever on,
But still, yeah.
it is what it's the sound I have for it.
This is the sound. Oh, wait. It's the best. Yeah.
That's what it would sound like as I go driving.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Just playing on a constant loop.
It makes the best.
That would be good.
It's the best.
Or if you get really crazy, you get it to sound like a dinosaur running or something. Boom, 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 and
Stampede.
occasionally have a roar come out of it.
Make it sound like galloping horses.
How many horses you got underneath that thing? How many does it sound like? Then you could literally get in the car and stick your head out the window. Hey, Silver, away!
See, we could have so much fun with this.
There's so much there.
So good.
Anyway,
Yeah, speaking of vehicles,
this season sounds like a movie. This season, a dozen cops turned their backs on the far left Mayor Lori Lightfoot after the murder of Officer Ella French at a traffic stop that Lightfoot blamed on guns. The 73-year-old Vietnam veteran died after carjacks repeatedly punched him in the head outside of his favorite grocery store. Fifth graders were reported to have access to condoms in elementary schools this year, and a gang dragged a couple from their car and shot them at point-blank range in front of their baby.
we went over that story.
Yes, we actually did almost all of them. That does not begin to scratch the surface, and now the Windy City has more notoriety to add to its resume.
Resume.
Resume. I hate that.
The resumes.
It says resume.
That's the resume.
There's supposed to be an accent mark over the E,
Yeah, that's right.
but there's not. So it
To
actually
its
says
resume.
to its resume. Surveillance video caught action at the 400 block of State Street around 1:30 a.m. Saturday, showing a man in a green shirt and dark shorts being chased and confronted by at least two other men. It isn't clear what precipitated the incident, but the pair take turns pushing and punching the man, who at times appear to square up in preparation for a fight and at other times attempts to run off. It's no use, though. One of his pursuers, a much taller man wearing a blue baseball cap and dark mask over his mouth and nose, body slams the guy.
Ouch.
Seconds later, he delivers a left cross to the man's head, and the victim collapses in the middle of the street. Number of females, about 5 roughly,
Yeah.
appeared to react to the excitement by twerking in a traffic lane, just feet away while vehicles wait for the spectacle to end.
So in Chicago, a man was brutally beaten and spectators twerked
There you go.
in heavy traffic.
The same wannabe boxer who knocked the man out moments earlier spots another man, seemingly unconnected to whatever transpired with the first victim, crossing State Street. And with that, he comes up behind the man, crossing the street, and wallops him with a left-handed sucker punch to the head. The second victim also collapses in the street, apparently out cold.
So he straight up cold cocks the guy.
Yep.
Dang.
Well, when you get sucker punch, it's really easy.
Yeah, it's really
actually.
easy.
Crowds gathered around each victim, but most of them apparently only in an effort to steal from them rather than render aid or end the violence.
So literally, these people are just gathered around in the middle of the street because they can.
This is what lawlessness. This is what
This is
happens.
Chicago.
Well, but this is what happens when you give people everything, pretty much that they ask for.
Or you just tell them that you're going to give them a whole bunch of stuff that they never asked for, and
That
then tell them that they don't have to work for it ever again.
Yeah. I'm just saying, this is petulant, spoiled children. This is what happens. 2 people laid passed out in the middle of the street and nobody stops.
Yep.
This is actually, and I don't know because I only remember like vague stories. New York in the 80s wasn't even this bad,
I mean, it was pretty bad.
but not this bad.
I mean,
Like for all intents and purposes, and I mean this from a genuine point of concern.
that might just be the fact that we don't see the reporting from them. So.
Maybe, and it was also back during the 80s, so the internet wasn't around, so things weren't
As reported.
reported.
Yeah.
But what do you do to fix it? I mean, seriously, what would obviously you'd have to enforce the law. But the chaos that it would take in the time to get that done, like it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be safe. It's going to suck. And for a while.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
There's no light way about doing this. You'd have to get a mayor inside the office who would actually, one, give a damn.
And not a Lightfoot.
And I see what you did there.
Thanks.
And who obviously cares about the law and wants to enforce the law, but
The actual law.
in this day and age, how do you enforce the law without then being hit for being racist? Because most of the folks living out there are black people,
Especially if you're not black yourself.
even from a black person.
Oh, yeah, because if you support the law enforcement, then you're no longer black. I forgot.
Exact. That's where I'm talking about. That's where I'm at.
That's right.
The hole has been dug in such a way that no matter how you do this, how you approach it, there's not going to be a good way to clean it up, and you're not going to get it all fixed.
I think
because
I got the idea.
I
got it.
okay,
I got it.
okay.
We just elect Izzo for mayor.
That's not going to make a difference.
What are you talking? He does not give a shit.
No, and I know that. But that's not the problem. That's
He
not
doesn't
what I'm
care.
talking about.
He doesn't care if somebody thinks he's racist.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about what
Izzo for mayor
it won't work.
of Chicago.
One, he ain't going to run.
Well, I mean, he did try to run for sheriff.
Yeah, but sheriff and mayor are two very different things.
Yeah, but at least he'd be able to control over top of the
It
sheriff that was
wouldn't.
there.
It wouldn't fly.
No,
But I'm saying this in
that's
general
because he never
because
has a fly. He
here's the
usually
deal.
wears pulled down shorts.
That's gross. I mean, here's the thing. You're talking about a city that in order to get it into place, it's going to be like, gunfight, OK Corral kind of stuff. This is going to be.
I mean, I don't disagree with you at all.
But that's what I'm saying. And you know what's going to happen. This victim mentality is never going to ever die. You might be able to squelch it some. You may be able to compress it. You may be able to, push it back, but it's never going to go away.
Right.
And all you're going to turn around and do is take stuff like this and turn it into, I had it and I lost it in my brain. The Kent College Massacre, whatever that was that Kent State?
Kent State, yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but the fact is that 4 people I believe it was 4, got killed.
Mm-hmm.
All we know is that the military opened up fire and killed 4 people on American soil. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know the details of that.
No.
And once it's done and passed, once we are gone and can point back and say, oh, yeah, no, this is why, is because they got lawless.
So and such.
Yeah, it's going to go right back to the same thing it was. Well, those poor people in Chicago were just mercilessly attacked because they were just being black people and they were trying to kill. I'm telling
They
you.
were walking while being black.
I'm telling you, that's how it's going to go.
It has nothing to do with the fact that they were mercilessly beating somebody to death.
Exactly.
Or half to death and leaving them in the middle of the road while cars were trying to pass by.
Exactly.
Nothing about that at all.
That's the part I'm talking about. It's not the fixing it, because we know fixing it is going to require a lot of work and a lot of somebody who doesn't care. And that's fine and dandy. I'm good with that. But at the same time, you're risking a lot, because you're just baiting them for next time.
Like a rhinestone slug.
Bum.
Build a wall around Chicago. Trank anyone who tries to escape and throw them back in. There, I solved Chicago.
If they won't build a wall at the southern border, do you really think they're going to build a wall around Chicago?
Oh, they build walls around other places, but now you're making a ghetto inside of. You're making a German ghetto inside of America. We can't do that.
Why not?
We
No, you and I can't. No,
I'm talking about people of our mindset can't do that.
Yeah, I think it's.
We know that's not good.
I think it's fine.
It's not a good idea
You're not
because people need to be free.
You're not dry. They're free to walk around the borders of Chicago.
And kill each other as much as they want inside.
Yes.
It's like crabs in a bucket.
Well, no, because we're not hunting them. They're hunting themselves.
Right. Crabs in a bucket.
Crabs don't hunt themselves in a bucket.
Oh, no. You know the whole thing about
I know
they pull each other down.
I know that.
Yeah.
I got that. But
You put one crab in a bucket, it'll climb out. You put more than one crab in a bucket, they keep each other down because they don't want to see the other one get out.
I don't know if it's that or if it's they try to climb over top of them and both of them fall. I don't think it's a deliberate attempt to keep them from getting up there.
Doesn't matter at this point. They're keeping each other down.
I agree, but to sit there and say the crab doesn't want the other crab to get out, I don't think the other crab realizes that it's another crab trying to get out. I think it goes, hey, I can climb on him and I can climb up too. And then they both fall.
Nope, never mind. Doesn't work that way.
They don't understand gravity because they're animals.
Or teamwork.
Whatever.
No teamwork.
Teamwork is how to make the dream work.
That's right.
I'm so glad I don't have to listen to that damn thing anymore.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You know how many times he used to say that? Oh, son of a bitch. Drive me nuts. You know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Blech.
Oh, speaking of, I got news.
After show news?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got you. You got to remind me.
Okay.
I just found out.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it good news? Or is it funny?
I mean, it's funny.
It's funny?
It's
Okay,
funny.
it's funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
I have a funny feeling I think I can guess it.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, the Jane Fondas. Already laughing.
There's certain people.
So the Jane Fondas, along
just
with
certain people. That's
along
all I
with
can say.
Connie Britton and Rosario Dawson,
Okay.
they're adding their names to a push for nations around the world to refuse to recognize the Taliban government because of their treatment of girls and women.
Just the Taliban?
Yeah.
Not ISIS.
No, well, the Taliban is trying to become a world power.
No, and I got all
Not
that.
a terrorist organization. They're trying to become a world power, a governing body of Afghanistan. They're saying, don't do it.
Jane. Can I call you Jane?
Jane.
Jane. Mrs. Fonda. Or Ms. Fonda, technically.
Who are you
because
fond of?
Your daddy was Fonda. Therefore,
Right.
you're not a Mrs. You're Miss
Fonda. Unless you're married, and then technically you
Even
shouldn't
married,
be
she still kept her name, so she'd still be
Miss
Ms. Fonda.
What?
With all due respect, and I do mean,
Allegedly.
I do mean this in a very good, in a very real Christian
Actually, I think
way.
we need this.
I have to say, I shut the hell up. I don't know if you realize this, Mrs. Fonda, but the last time you opened your mouth and had any involvement or of any kind of any military conflict of in any way, shape, form, or fashion, didn't bode well.
It didn't?
No. I'm not saying it was her fault
What do you mean?
that the conflict didn't go well.
But she was on the wrong side?
She was definitely on the wrong side of it. And again, at this moment, I would still say you're on the wrong side. Here, I could agree with you to a point that, yes,
Taliban doesn't need to be a government.
Taliban doesn't need to be a government.
Right.
But not just because of how they treat women. Okay? There are a multitude of Middle Eastern countries and government powers and everything else who totally treat women the exact same way. And you haven't said word one. Matter of fact, most of those, or not most of those, but there's at least a few of them, happens to be on the, what is that, the NATO's
List?
the human
yeah.
rights. No, the human rights.
Every single one of
convention.
them.
Are they all of them?
Every one of them.
They're up there with China and everything else.
All of them. Everyone that's on the human rights or convention or
committee.
whatever committee,
Whatever.
except for us because we're not on there anymore.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I guess I'm thinking of the things that the Human Rights Committee is where you're supposed to learn to actually treat people with human rights. That's why we're not on it anymore, because America actually does treat people like people.
Except the fact that what I think it really is, it's actually just says human rights. It's like those bad bills that get written where they say something, but it means completely
Have
opposite.
nothing to do with it whatsoever.
Right. Human Rights Committee is actually the committee on how to abuse human rights.
Unless the abolishment of Human Rights Committee, and the abolishment part is in fine print,
Right.
and so it doesn't show up.
Yeah.
All you see is Human Rights
Yeah.
Committee.
I think that might be. I
think that's how
you
it
might
works.
need to get the fine print out for that one.
Might be.
Might be. Yeah.
But I don't think Jane Fonda has a leg to stand on. Especially, again, when you're talking about there are other nations that and again, when you're, don't get me wrong, you shouldn't treat women and girls like the Taliban do. I completely agree. You also shouldn't treat gay people the way they've been treated.
You also shouldn't treat people that help America the way that they've been treated.
There's a lot of things that you're not supposed to do. And the fact that you're okay with it until it crosses that line. That's a problem. You want equality. You want all of this stuff, but you don't want to give equality at all.
Nope.
I'm just so tired of it.
It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Yeah, the performers are, among those participating in an online day of auction on Wednesday, held by the 1 Billion Rising campaign, which calls on supporters to, quote, rise for and with women of Afghanistan.
The women of Afghanistan are not rising, so you can't be rising with them.
They don't
because
rise.
They can't rise.
No, if they rise, they die.
Yeah.
Randa.
Be from the SAV. I'll take the Taliban seriously when they put a respectable Winter Olympic curling team together.
Come, Mr. Taliban.
No, that would be fantastic.
That'd be
Can you
hilarious.
imagine a bunch of Arabs on the ice trying to curl?
That'd be great.
I love it.
That'd be so good. Yeah, on September 25th, the outdoor event are encouraged throughout the country in an effort to show the global solidarity with Afghan women. A site promoting the campaign calls on governments as well as the United Nations Security Council to, quote, refuse to recognize the Taliban government, which has no legitimacy beyond the brutal force it commands and which terrorizes the people of Afghanistan, including girls and women in particular.
Yeah, but again, there's so many other things. So many other things. That's the hill you want to die on.
The girls and the women thing.
The girls and the women. Forget how they treat other people.
Well, I mean, they do have additions into it. They do. The campaign expresses support for cutting the Pentagon's budget and calls for women, men, human rights defenders, journalists, police officers, public employees, athletes, and quilt bags, all who wish to leave the country, and ensure their safe passage out of Afghanistan.
Now, here's a delicate thing that you have to think about again. Again, Miss Fonda, with all due respect, you have to kind of keep things into perspective here. If you open up the door freely for something like that, how are you going to vet them to ensure that they are not plants from said terrorist organization
I mean,
coming over here to wreak havoc?
we already have a plant in the White House.
Now, there's a couple of them.
I mean, one specific. A fern, in fact.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's sitting
It's
in
Fern
the
Gully.
In the Oval
The White
Office.
House is Fern Gully.
This is such a stupid show.
Exactly.
I was so new.
So mad.
I've never been more disappointed in Tim Curry and Robin Williams in my life.
I know. It's a bad show.
Broke my heart.
It's a bad show.
I'm going to go cry now. I was so disappointed. As a little kid, it was all right at first. Then I got older.
You realized what it was.
One
and you're
day, like I knew what it was even as a little kid. I'm like, oh yeah, this is just dumb. You're just making a big deal out of nothing.
Right.
I didn't pay attention to it. Yeah, I watched it.
Then you
in
got
my-
older, you were like, yeah.
I watched it in my 20s. I actually cried, and it wasn't because of them tearing down the forest. It was because
Because it wasn't because of that one thing
the
dying?
image of some of my favorite actors were just shattered right there on the
Completely.
spot.
Yeah.
There's no picking the pieces back up.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you're an actor. Jack Hole, Councilman, 5th District. A lot of thinking people, and all of us, all 12 of us, are listening to the show today.
It's the biggest audience we've had ever.
Of thinking people.
People, period. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, most of our populace is AI, so. What is that? What is going on?
Confirmation.
Oh, yeah, no, the other thing. There was another thing.
Oh. Yeah.
I got you.
He's hooking a brother up.
Oh, he's just trying
He's
to
just looking out for
He's
him.
trying to look out for stuff.
That's all.
That's cool. See, you got people's phone numbers.
Because I go and meet people.
Well, I did too. Just not at that one time.
Mine. I remember that one time too. I didn't get home.
Oh, gosh. All right, Peekaboo. I see you. All right. Okay. I see you, Peekaboo. I see you over there. Mm-hmm. We'll get that on the way back. We will. Oh, yes.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Don't do that. I really don't understand how people like that stuff. I can't stand it. I really
I know.
can't.
I know you can't. It bothers you so much.
It's nails on a chalkboard.
This is Defenders Live.
Peekaboo the Snarky Jackhole over there on the Twitters. Did you cry because they paved paradise and put up a parking lot?
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Oh, lovely. Well done, sir. Well done.
Jerk.
Also, Sweatums Prime. Most of us audience is AI. Assholes Incorporated. There you go.
See what you did there.
Look at you. Yeah.
Kristen Pitson.
Who?
Kristen Pitson.
Who's that?
You should know who that is. It's Kristen Pitson.
Don't talk down to me, sir.
Oh, you want me to? I'm sorry. I was supposed to be telling you. Were asking it for the 12 people listening.
Thank you.
Gotcha. I apologize. She is a California school teacher who posted a video on social media of herself instructing students to pledge allegiance to the gay pride flag.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, she's trying to get kids to pledge allegiance to the gay pride flag.
No.
Oh, no, she did. She did.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you don't agree with that?
No.
Well, I have good news for you. She's been removed from the classroom.
Good.
Pitson recently posted a video on TikTok where she revealed that she has removed the American flag from her classroom in Orange County because it made her uncomfortable.
Made her feel uncomfortable, huh?
Because, it's all about your feelings.
America makes you feel uncomfortable.
The country that gives you the ability to talk and
About
push your
feeling uncomfortable.
your crazy ass agendas. Pitson has been placed on administrative leave, according to the school district. Quote, "We are aware that one of our teachers posted a video on their personal social media that caused alarm and concern related to saluting the American flag." That from Annette Franco, spokesperson for the Newport Mesa Unified School District.
Huh.
Quote, showing respect for our nation's flag is an important value that we instill in our students and an expectation of our employees.
Right.
I assure you, we take matters like this seriously and will be taking actions to address it.
So
Teacher is no longer in the classroom, and we follow due process, and our investigation continues. End quote.
good. You know, so my kids are back into public schools.
Yeah,
and
mine
stuff
are
like
too.
that. So the two of them, the two middle, they're in prep school.
Yeah.
And so because they're both in there, my other kids are going to be able to go there as well.
Huzzah.
Yay. So next year, my oldest will be able to go in there. And then the youngest, when he's old enough, he'll be able to come in there as well.
Yeah.
So this prep school, one of their homework assignments is to make sure that the parents help teach the children the Pledge of Allegiance
Nice.
for all the kids.
Nice. Which I'm surprised your kids don't know it anyway.
Right. But it's just, well, I'm talking about the youngest one specifically.
They should know it.
The youngest one specifically.
Yeah, he should know it.
She.
No, I'm talking about the youngest.
Oh, no. He
He should know it.
Actually, you know what? He should know it.
If he can sing Blink 182, by God, he'd better
should
know
know
the Pledge of Allegiance.
No, so it's just it's one of those things that, you know, although I don't have a flag
Yeah, I know.
in the house, and so I don't ever think about it.
I got a bunch of small window, like the ones you put on your car. I got a whole bunch of them that are in decent shape. If you want me to give you one,
Oh, wouldn't be too bad. Yeah,
it's
I just
not
don't-
like a big
I just
one.
don't have them, and it's not anything. I just don't. I just never think about buying one.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like
You-
I am as patriotic as I am, but at the same point in time, I don't think about buying it because it's just not. It's an expense. I'm just like, all right, no, I don't need one right now.
It's like, let's see, toilet paper, American flag.
Yeah, toilet paper all the way.
People
Going for
frown
that.
on you wiping your
Yeah.
butt with the American flag.
That's not good.
No.
Not good at all. People don't like that, and so you know they have that idea,
Yeah.
and
No, I hear you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Actually,
No, I do too.
I appreciate that a lot.
I do too. I want to.
And then you have my oldest who's in just the regular public school.
Yeah.
And
She's going to be in a room for.
I'm telling you right now, my kindergartner currently gets more homework than my 6th grader right now.
And
And it is the school.
don't get me started on that because I don't believe kids should have homework.
Why is that?
Because the whole point of the school is to teach school. You're in there to learn the subjects.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kids are in there for 8 damn hours a day,
Yeah, in essence.
give or take. Then you're going to send them home
To
with
do
another
more work.
4 or 5. Yeah, exactly. Another 4 or 5 hours of work to do.
Yeah.
That cuts into family time. That cuts into everything. No.
I don't disagree with you.
I don't.
I don't-
I
and-
understand.
well-
now, I would understand if
Yeah.
it's like, hey, kids, we need you to write a book report. Cool.
All right.
You know, you got to have time to read the book, and that's
sure,
different,
sure.
that kind of thing. Or if something happens and say it was already planned and your kid shows up late
and they didn't finish it.
and they didn't have time to finish because they got started late because of, and for whatever
Yeah.
reason, okay, that's fine. That's different. But when you start going, okay, children, we have done everything allotted for class today. Now I'm going to send you home with about an hour's worth of work
each
per class.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That becomes stupid.
It does. I agree in a lot of ways, mainly because I in public school, you know, I couldn't do homework
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
I couldn't do homework at home. The moment I got home, my brain shut out completely when it came to
Yeah.
homework. Like, I obviously still remember the stuff, but it was like
your drive and your thing, you're like,
no, I would be like, I'd have the book out and I'd just be sitting there staring at it.
Yeah.
And everything like
Because
I'm
you
not
spent
terrible.
so much time
Well,
doing it.
I'm not terrible at math,
No.
but I would sit there as a kid, and all the stuff I've already learned, I'd learned it all. I know it all. I got it all. It's just stuff that I'm just doing the homework. I'd look at it.
You get it wrong.
I can't do it,
Yeah.
and I just throw it down.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I can't, because I would look out the window and immediately be, I want that.
Yeah. I spent all day doing this. I want to go do that now.
I'm done.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I also would give the exception of if say you're having trouble with a subject or a part of a subject or
Doing a
whatever,
little additional
and there's
work
an
and
extra
things like
stuff
that,
is,
yeah.
hey, you need to be working on this to get better or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
That's different.
Keep up with the class, whatever.
Yeah, that's different. But to send a kid home with 6 hours, 8 hours, 2 even 2 hours, I'm sorry, of homework, it pisses me off. There's no reason for it.
Techru, I do agree, sir. I do agree. You should always keep an American flag around because you never know when you're going to have to headbang in a hurricane.
I can't wait for hurricane season to hit.
It's technically already hit. You know that, right?
It doesn't
We
start.
just haven't been hit.
I know. Well, I thought it wasn't official until September.
Well, I don't care. There's been like 3 hurricanes that have already hit.
I'll take it.
And just not us.
I wish it would.
Like mainly Louisiana. And then, so funny
I
thing
wish it would be us.
So the funny thing is, the one that hit Louisiana?
Yeah.
Not this last one, the female one right before it.
Idaho or whatever.
Yeah. That got all the way to New York. Now, yesterday, we had the rain from it.
I know. Weird, isn't it?
And it was nothing.
because it came up and
Absolutely nothing. It just kind of like drizzled a little bit. It got to New York and torrential downpour. The people up there thought that there was going to, they were under tornado warnings.
in New York. What, state?
Yeah.
Or New York City?
State.
Okay.
So listen, this is not good.
Well, duh.
No, this one's not good because of this. They were told tornado warnings.
Okay.
So they went to the basement.
Okay.
It flooded. People died because they were hiding in their basement
Great.
for tornadoes.
That's so stupid.
A couple of people died in their car because they couldn't get out of the car because it got flooded so fast.
See, we don't have that problem here. Don't get me wrong. It does flood and it does wind and but we're due for a good hurricane.
Yeah. By the way,
Thank you, Sweaters Prime. I know it's September 2nd,
Yeah.
but I'm saying I thought it was closer like the 11th or the 12th or some crapola like that. It was when they officially started. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Point is
middle
we're
of
overdue
summer.
for one, and I'm ready. I love hurricanes. I think they're awesome. They're so nice, refreshing. It is. It cleans.
Gentle breeze.
It's a light misting. We don't have. We don't. To me, it's like it's
like snow.
It's the same thing. It's like snow. It cleans stuff up.
Well, actually, it makes a huge mess.
But everything that comes off that has to get cleaned up is all dead stuff.
Mostly, yes.
Mostly.
Yes.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah, it sloughs off the dead.
Yeah. And I'm good with that.
Yeah, I can get that.
At night, could use a good night's sleep.
And that rain is amazing. Yes, it is. So this person, so the school system actually works in this one. In this story, the school system actually worked.
Yeah.
They did their job.
I'm quite shocked, actually,
Yeah.
because that's usually not something that you hear.
Well, you know what? I've got another one for you then.
Another.
If that's the case, I've got another one for you. Check
Okay.
it out. California high school teacher will be terminated from his job after the undercover group Project Veritas released a video featuring that man.
Ooh. What did he do?
In the video, Inderkum High School teacher Gabriel Geip
Okay.
said that he has 180 days in which to, quote, turn them into revolutionaries, talking about the children in his classrooms.
Dear Lord.
Project Veritas indicated that Geip was referring to the students.
Well, he wasn't talking about gremlins.
Quote, well, maybe. In following the principles of democracy, the Thomas United staff is following due process, the law, and spent 2 days investigating the allegedly teacher's actions and his classroom environment. Superintendent Chris Evans. No, not that Chris Evans.
Not Captain America?
Nope.
Boo.
But I mean, close, considering, wrote in a letter with the Natomas United School District community, quote, as of today, this teacher will be placed on paid leave because of his actions and choices in the classroom. Natomas Unified will be taking the legally required next step to place the teacher on unpaid leave and fire the teacher. By taking
Oh,
a
that's
day,
right.
by taking a day and a half to investigate beyond the video, the district was able to learn more facts that were essential to the next step. They have to put them on paid leave first.
It's the whole union.
You got to stage it. Yeah.
You have to give everything a chance and do due diligence. Walking from beginning, whatever. Shut up.
Yeah.
This is why this is why having a union sucks.
Right. A union for public
Yeah, I mean,
public trust.
Yeah, it shouldn't, especially schools. You should.
Yeah, it's just
No,
not a
thank
thing.
you.
Yeah. Anyway, he also said
good.
that the teacher spent his own funds to buy stamps that featured the images of Fidel Castro
Why would you go at it?
and Joseph Stalin.
Stamps?
Yeah. They included inappropriate images of Stalin with an insensitive phrase, as well as stamps of Fidel Castro, Kim Jong-un, and others.
Stamps.
Stamps.
I didn't know they still had stamps.
I
I really didn't. I get there are people.
But these are rubber stamps.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, these are like the ones that you go, it's to stamp something with.
Oh,
So
my brain's thinking postage.
He got custom rubberized stamps so that he could go ink on somebody's page.
Oh my God.
So like his doing good was probably Fidel Castro, and the Joseph Stalin was telling them to work it out, or the Kim Jong-un was telling them that they failed.
Well, why didn't he do Mussolini?
It says and others.
Yeah, but
We don't know exactly which ones. They just named a few. It could have been all of them. He probably has Hitler in there too.
I would believe that. They just won't put that one down.
Right, because it's just good job, guys. Twice in California school system, 2 stories back to back, where California school systems actually did something good for their kids.
Yeah.
Well
Makes
done.
me giggle.
What's that?
Because all I was thinking about by having the little stamps up and stuff is
Was Dwight
where he did the speech.
about stamps?
No. He won an award and they wanted him to give a speech. And so he's not good at giving speeches.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even good at public speaking, really. And so Jim convinced him that what he needed to do was, instead of telling jokes and everything like Michael Scott did,
Right.
is what he needs to do is be the authoritarian that he is. And so Jim printed off a speech by Benito Mussolini and filled it in.
In English.
Well, no, not just that, but filled it in from a way to make it sound like work and sales and stuff.
Yeah.
And Dwight did it.
Perfectly.
Well, and because he told him, like, what you have to do is you have to be passionate. You know, you have to pound on the table and wave your arms.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to find the opening line of it.
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
I bet it is.
I don't know if I could.
These are things like I haven't
You need to.
I haven't gone through it all.
You need to. Okay. This is just all I thought of. Okay.
Heavy breathing.
Well, he's sick, actually. Then they killed him.
Blood alone moves the wheels of history.
Now remember, he's talking to.
Have you ever asked yourself,
A convention
in an
of
hour
salesmen.
meditation, which everyone finds during the day, how long we have been striving for greatness? Not only the years we've been at war, the war of work, but from the moment, as a child, when we realized that the world could be conquered. It has been a lifetime struggle, a never-ending fight, I say to you, and you will understand that it is a privilege to fight.
Wow.
Oh, it gets better because
Oh gosh.
by the end of it, everyone is like unanimously standing on their feet, standing ovation. The whole thing, it is so good.
Right as you were playing that Knights Who Say Knee, you know, he came out with it for
Blood alone moves the wheels of history. Oh, I'm telling you, if you don't, it's something you go back and watch it because it goes through the whole thing, and he's like, he trades everything out instead of being, workers' socialist party and everything else.
Yeah.
And
Salesperson.
It's all about sales and how working is. Oh, it's so funny, and I'm serious.
So good.
By the end, he's got everybody clapping and cheering and standing ovation and yada yada yada, and he's like all excited about it. He's like, "I did it." Not realizing it, he just stood up there,
Gave a Mussolini
made
speech.
a Mussolini speech.
I mean, they're passionate. They're very passionate.
Oh no! And what made it funnier is the awkward podium hitting, and the occasional waving of the arms and
the waving arms and the top and everything. Yeah,
I love it.
It's good.
I'm telling you, one day you need to just sit and just go through The Office. I know your brain's like, I'm telling you.
I don't have the time for that.
You should. You should make the time.
I have so many other things that I should make time for.
Now, currently, I know exactly what you do for 8 hours a day. You've got time.
I don't. I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can't. I can't I can't use my phone there like this. I can't do this.
And you don't even have to watch it. The best part is all you have to do is hear it.
Oh, God.
Most of it is just listening.
Yeah, I have to be able to listen for the phone as well, and I can't have it open.
Oh, we can make this happen.
Jeez.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm okay. Anyway, final story here.
Oh, you're welcome. Democratic Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Wow.
I wanted something different.
That's fine. You're good.
She's
AOC.
of New York.
AOC.
Defended President Joe Biden in the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan by accusing his critics of profiting from war. Are you profiting from war?
I am not.
I'm not profiting from war.
Is she specifically talking about political
Well,
people?
I'm sure she probably is.
Critics.
But the fact of the matter is when you sit there and say that, using words, critics are profiting from war, period.
I'm a critic of
I'm a
this.
critic of it, and I'm not making a dime off of war.
I did not.
Democratic Socialists called the withdrawal decision, quote, courageous, end quote, in a tweet on Wednesday. Quote, in case you were wondering why people are going on TV relentlessly attacking Biden for his courageous decision to leave Afghanistan when no other president would, here's one glimpse as to why. And she tweeted with a video of herself grilling a military contractor in 2009.
That doesn't help anything.
You mean her tweeting in the video of her
doing that video is the reason why?
I guess. Yeah.
That's the reason.
Because she grilled a military contractor?
First off, woman, make me a drink.
No, because she'll probably spit in it.
No. I trust her as a bartender. I don't trust her as anything else.
It's your first mistake is you trust her.
As a bartender.
No, the first period. You don't. The fact that you trust her at all.
I can see that she can make drinks.
Yes, but she would
I don't
intentionally poison you, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, they don't have poison at the bar.
You keep thinking that.
I'll make sure.
What do you got, a test strip? Bloop. Nope, we're fine.
We're good.
Quote, war is addictive for the few who reap its profits while the rest of us foot the bill. End quote. You don't foot any bill.
No
you haven't
bills.
Paid for a
No
damn
bills.
thing in years.
The money that you spend is our dime.
Yeah. In a previous tweet, Ocasio-Cortez referred to the quote-unquote crisis in Afghanistan, but she put the blame squarely on the United States and didn't mention Biden's involvement or culpability in the disaster. Quote, we have a moral obligation to the Afghanistan people. The U.S. role in this crisis is indisputable, end quote.
Yes, which is why we didn't need to pull out like we did, because our role was indisputable.
We should have pulled, everything should have been done. If you needed them out that badly, they should have been pulling them jokers out months ago. Little bit by little bit.
Little piece by piece.
That's what you should have done.
Small bits.
Not leaving thousands of people there. Anyway.
Yeah, she also said that this is the one part that I can agree with her on. I don't know about you, maybe. War is addictive.
Yeah. No, it can be. There's a
for
lot
those who reap its profits.
I believe it was yesterday. I sat there and said that you have the one group of people who send the military out because it makes them money, because they owe money to people. They've made promises that they've got to fulfill. They got contracts that they need to fulfill. They've got money invested.
it's the money
in
in
stuff.
the bank, bud.
It's how it all rolls together. Blah 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 blah. And then you have the other side who turns around and completely just disregards everything. Nobody looks at the military
Right.
in their situation. They literally just look at them as chess pieces. They could just move about the board with no repercussions.
They're not real people.
And they'll block. Yeah, they're not real. They're just units. That's it. That's it. Quote, we must waste no time or expense in helping refugees safely and swiftly leave Afghanistan. We must immediately welcome them to the U.S. and provide real support as they rebuild their lives, end quote.
Including the rapists,
Why do they have
including
hold
all
on.
the parolees.
Why do they need to come to the U.S.?
Why can't they go to like the neighboring country?
Any country. Look. The world is much bigger than America.
Not by what her standard is.
I know, really weird. Biden angrily defended himself in an address to the nation on Tuesday, one day after the evacuation missions ended in Afghanistan and stranded between 100 and 200 American citizens. No,
No.
there's at least 10,000 people there,
Yeah.
based off of research and stuff that I've done, contacts that I've talked to, things like that. There's
Yeah,
a whole hell of a lot more there.
10,000 people that are supposed to be here.
I guess, yeah, at least. And
That is the minimum.
that number is on the low end of the scale.
You guys are lit. Our current American system is letting what would be considered volunteers
yeah.
get those people out
Here's the thing. It
at the risk of their lives.
to have even one person left there. See, this is what confuses me when it comes to the government.
Right.
They are all about, well, if we can save one life. About everything else that goes on with inside the borders of America. If if we could just save one life,
Except
we're
for
going to turn
abortion.
around and push this. Well, I haven't got there yet. Okay. But if you're going to save one life, you got to take this vaccine. You got to wear this mask. You got to do this. You got to do that. If we could just save one more life, we got to take this money. We're going to go put it here. If we could just save one more life. You left more than one life in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And it's more than the 100 and 200 that are there.
Yeah, it's not the low hundreds.
Quote, we completed one of the biggest airlifts in history with more than 120,000 people evacuated to safety.
Only about 5,000 of those Americans.
No nation has ever done anything like that in all of history, end quote.
Not true.
Again, majority of that was military, and you still left a boatload of people behind.
And you're counting from months and months and months. You're not talking about what happened over the course of the last 3 weeks.
I think what I'm beginning to believe, and at this point, it's the only way I can rationalize it. I'm beginning to think that he forgot that the internet existed. Maybe
We can look this up, guy.
He might have thought the internet was dead.
Oh, not
He might
not
have.
real.
He might have thought it. Well, I'm saying he might have bought into the theory that the internet was dead
I don't think he's ever read anything.
because somebody read to him. He might have been. It might have been one of those toilet.
Oh, yeah.
seat thingies.
Okay, I gotcha.
But anyway, I think he forgot about all that because I think what he thought he could do was he just surprise them. Suddenly pull everybody out at one go, and
Oh,
it
yeah?
and then the Taliban would wake up the next morning and go, "Holy crap! There's
America's gone.
Where
Where'd they
is
go?"
everyone? Where did they go?" And then everybody's safe. That's what I think he thought it could do, and it didn't. Obviously didn't work out that way.
It can't do it that way.
Biden's approval rating has plummeted in several polls since the withdrawal that some called a moment in American humiliation.
Some?
One poll showed his approval rating plunging to 41% after he had enjoyed ratings above 50.
So first off,
I don't-
Joe Biden being above 50% is a lie to begin with.
Well, yeah, after the poll that we talked about earlier.
And secondly, his ratings are below 41%, guys. It's below 41%. Below. Less than.
Ocasio-Cortez has also previously called on Congress to repeal the original 2001 authorization for military action in Iraq and Afghanistan. I mean,
so one thing
and again, to a point, I don't disagree with that.
I was about to say-
we went in, we did what we needed to do, we're done.
the thing is, we both agree with the one aspect of should we get out of Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We did what we wanted to do.
Did we do it right?
Hell no. To the no.
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 Hell no.
So dumb. B from the SAV. Abraham Lincoln once said, if you're racist, I'll attack you with the North. Oh, that was always my favorite line. I'm sorry, but if you're racist, I'll attack you with the North.
It's good. That's good.
Like a rhinestone slug, the Biden administration doesn't care about people left in Afghanistan, and they didn't care about the troops that were suicide over this either.
Nope.
Nope. Peak
They
Bull,
have
Snark
not.
Jackal, courageous. You keep saying that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Very good. Very good.
There you go.
Page over there on the YouTubes. Units. Lol.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's right.
All right. So with that, go to AmericanFriedRoasters.com. That is AmericanFriedRoasters.com for historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth. AmericanFriedRoasters.com. Check them out. You will not be sorry.
Go to mojo50.com. That's where you can find all the radio hosts for the Mojo 50 Radio Network. And don't forget to go to the iHeartRadio app. Hit the Mojo 50 radio button so you can listen to 24/7 free speech radio.
Yep. Go to our website, DOAEshow.com, and like, share, and follow. Comment on all of the social medias at DOAE Show. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go be Friday.
Bye.
Bye.